Now I'm cruising with E-Rider. Let's talk to Tim about one gorgeous International. Tell me a little bit about it, Tim.
This is my great-grandfather's truck. It's a 1926 International Model S. It has a four-cylinder flathead, 19.5 horse engine.
So you've had it in the family for some time then.
Yeah, he had it. He bought it in 1935. Used it on a farm out in Iowa. Used it primarily for hauling grain and for cattle. You can get a cow back there, or a couple of hogs or something.
I bet you he never expected it to be returned to this condition either.
No, if he was living today, he'd be kind of surprised, because this is the first truck my dad ever drove.
Really?
When he was 12, yeah. And we bought it back into the family 2 years ago. It was in pretty sad shape. It was all there, all original, but it needed.
Now, had somebody else owned the truck or something?
Yeah, it had gotten out of the family. My great grandfather passed it along to my grandfather in '65, and then my grandfather kept it until about '79, and he needed a new car, so he traded it in title for an Oldsmobile to a fella that not only owned the Oldsmobile dealership, he also owned the International Harvester dealership out there, and he collected these. So he hung on to it, and then a few years ago he passed away, and a friend from the family way back had called my grandmother and said, "Your truck's up for sale, and I'm not going to go up against anybody in the family."
That's pretty good.
So my dad wanted it, but my mom said, "You don't have any room for it." But I always wanted this truck.
So you got it?
Yeah, I wanted it when I was 16, and but didn't save up any money for it, and then it was gone. But my wife, I asked her what we should do, and she said, "Go ahead and go for it. How many times do your dreams come around twice?"
That's right. Now, how much work have you had to do to it?
Basically, I did cosmetic work. I got it running, did all the fluid changes, that kind of thing. It took about 6 hours to get it up and running again, and then I spent 368 hours on it over the winter, meticulously cleaning off 80 years worth of grease.
I don't think you had to do a lot to it, all being original and everything.
No, it was all original. The wood's original, has a wooden cab on it and a wooden grain bed, and it's all pretty original.
So is there anything you'd like to do to it you haven't done yet?
No, I haven't done any. I'm done with it. I wanted to restore it to look like it was still used on the farm. I'm happy with the way it looked, and it's just a neat looking piece of equipment. International did a good job for 80 years, and it's still going down the road. So.
Looks good, Tim. Thank you so much for having it on the show.
Thank you.
And if you see this gorgeous little International on the road, take a look at it and you'll see what a factory version looks like. And keep cruising with E-Rider.